All right. So, good afternoon. I think you all know who this is and who I am. I'm Kamal. We're here at Prime IV, and I'm going to give you a basic how-to on the pump, syringe pumps that we use here. Very basic. So the unit, if it's low on power, it will not operate. So I would keep it plugged in overnight. It takes about 4 hours to fully charge, so you should get at least 6 hours out of it if it's not connected to AC power. But basically, this is going to be for anything outside of the 3 recommended in the bag and everything else that has to go in the syringe. But you'll see your basic power button here. Just tap it, hold it for a second, come on. It's going to ask you this every time: have you installed the syringe? If you have, just put yes, but we're going to go through how to install a syringe. It's very easy. So I'm going to just put yes. All right, it's going to go through a self-check. You don't have to do anything during this part. So before we get into the pump, we know we're going to have our bag. We're going to have our 1 or 2 syringes that's going to have our 3 nutrients in it. And then also diluted in whatever normal saline that we're using. So the syringe, you can use a 10, you can use a 20, up to a 30, and I believe. But we use a basic pigtail that we use for all of our IV connections. And this will go into the port that comes with our tubing that we tap our bag with. So once you have that, you don't have to connect it right away, but you can basically, I'm gonna just disconnect it. So you got your bag hanging, you got this connected to your patient. In this case, we're using a 10 cc pre-filled syringe. We're acting like we have vitamins in it. This adjusts with a button on the bottom, in and out, in and out. Sometimes it'll lock out like that, but there's a white button you can press to reset it. All right, so this slides in and out. You'll see where the notch of the syringe will fit into this compartment here. This you just pull out and twist, and it should secure the syringe in place. This should be adjusted so that it's touching the back of your plunger of the syringe, all right? And then we would just connect this to the port that we've chosen. All right, now for the operation of the pump, we always gonna work in time mode. And as you can see, time is under the 2 designation, so I will hit 2. All right, first question is gonna be in regards to the volume of the syringe we're using. So we're using a 10 ml or 10 cc. It's already been set in there, but let's say I wanted to change that to a 20. I would just hit 1 where you see the value at. You would hit clear on the pump, and then you would enter a 20 if that's what you were using. All right, once you've entered the value, you hit enter, and that's set. Now, we are using the 10 cc syringe, so I'm gonna go back and change it again. Just press 1, we hit clear. We enter the value of the volume of syringe, which is a 10 ml, hit enter, that's set. Now, the time is on the number 2 designation, so I will hit 2. And generally speaking, we can do 15 to 20 minutes. I think the protocol is like 20 minutes for a lot of our pushes. So as you can see here, it's already set to 0 hours. I would hit enter. It's gonna jump over to the minutes. It's already set for 20, but if I wanted to change that, I would just hit clear. And then I would enter the amount of time that I wanted to take for the entire syringe to be dispensed. Once you got 20 in there, or the value that you've chosen, just hit enter again. Once you've done that, all you got to do is hit start, and it should start pumping, but I'm gonna stop it. That's what it'll look like when you begin. And that's it.
Okay.